Hey guys, thanks for joining me. My name is Ruben Hernandez Jr. and this video log that I'm presenting you is going to be talking about how exercise is medicine. So in the year 2007, American College of Sports Medicine set out to create the Exercise is Medicine initiative or campaign. And their main goal was to make physical activity a standard component in chronic disease prevention and management. So the idea was nationally to figure out how we can promote exercise as being extremely beneficial, how exercise can reduce and prevent symptoms of many chronic diseases, and how we can get people on board, both physicians and patients, in the healthcare system. So after a couple of years nationally doing so well in the global scene, organizations in health and medicine and fitness were trying to get on board. So fortunately, it has done so well that the Exercise is Medicine initiative is in 40 countries. So we're talking about Central America, South America, Europe, Southeast Asia, Australia, all over the world, which is really impressive and it's very promising. So what they're looking at is physical activity hours. If you're a patient and you go to your physician, the initiative is to start having physicians ask you, what is your physical activity level like? Are you doing 150 hours or more of moderate to vigorous activity? If the answer is no, what they're going to do then is prescribe you or present to you resources that can help you depending on certain conditions. So we know that depending on certain diseases and certain conditions, certain types of modalities of exercise can be beneficial. And that's pretty much what they're trying to do. So the first 5 years, it was really getting the word out and just trying to promote globally to all these populations around the world that exercise is good practice and it's good for us because it can help prevent diseases. It can help manage a lot of things. And now where we're at in the last 5 years, which is impressive in my opinion, is how we're trying to now push that into our healthcare system, where you have general physicians prescribing exercise to their patients. And it's not really, it's catching on. Things have definitely changed, but that's pretty much the whole premise of this. And right now where I'm at, I'm fortunately able to be taking this video at John Knox Village. It's a life enrichment community. So there's people of all ages here, as far as, well, not all ages, but there's people here from the ages of 62 all the way up to 108. The oldest living person here at John Knox is 108 years old. That's impressive. I was fortunate enough to interview a resident here who is very physically active in the community here and in the fitness studio itself. She participates in multiple classes weekly and lives a very active lifestyle. And when you see her talk and you see how vibrant she is, and you see how she talks about the difference between her peers that are inactive, that don't participate and have less than 150 hours of moderate to vigorous exercise, there's a noticeable difference. And that's the amazing part about this, is that there's proof that this is real. It's, it is definitely something that we need to take notice of. We need to promote it. I'm a fitness professional, so here I am talking to you about it, and that's why I created this. So right here, you're gonna see this interview. I asked her about how she feels about exercise being medicine and what currently her physician thinks about exercise being medicine. And I think you'll be pleased and not surprised to hear what she has to say. All right, so here it is, the interview. And I hope you enjoy, and then I'll be right back with you.
Good morning, and I am here with Sandy. Sandy, could you tell me a little bit about yourself as far as your current situation, where you live?
All right, I live in John Knox, and it's a retirement community. It's a continued care retirement community. And I'm 73 years old, and Ruben just asked me. I just came out of my exercise class, and that's a little bit about me.
Great. What exercise class did you just partake in?
Aerobics 2.
Okay. And how often do you do that?
We do exercise classes at least 3 times a week, and we do the high impact aerobics. Interesting enough though, in my class there's a 93-year-old and a 96-year-old, and there's many that are in their 80s, and they keep up with the rest of us. In fact, I use them as my inspiration.
So when did you start exercising?
I've always liked exercise, but until we came to John Knox, we actually didn't have a formulated plan. And my husband always said, well, once we got to a retirement community, he would exercise with me. And he had never exercised before. And lo and behold, as soon as we arrived, we checked out the exercise facilities. And now he's all into walking everywhere. He's lost 10 pounds.
Wow.
You know, he's into a different size. I've actually gone down a size, even though I've only lost maybe 1 or 2 pounds in 2.5 years. However, it's decreased the abdominal area for both of us. And that's actually a precursor to a lot of diseases. So we're really happy about that.
That's great. And yes, that's very true and accurate. What are your reasons for exercising? You kind of touched base on it overall.
Well, it makes me feel happy. I mean, just the fact that we get out and we do something good for ourselves, and also the social interactions with others in the class. It's wonderful. I like the diversity of the exercise programs because they're also transitioning into different steps. So it's playing mind games too. Not only are we working our bodies and everything, we're having fun and we're feeling better. I compare myself to others of my same age in the same retirement community that do not exercise. And for the most part, they're a larger size, and they don't have the pep and the energy. You know, it just gives me, and it relieves the stress that I feel for the day. So it's just my happy moments when I come here.
That's great. That's great. So you would definitely say exercise does and has improved the quality of your life?
Definitely.
Okay,
Definitely.
Good.
And my husband's also.
And your husband, which
Yes.
is just important because you
Yes.
guys are in this together.
That's right.
Great. Okay. So what tips would you recommend to a healthy, active aging population or those considering a lifestyle change?
Well, to incorporate a healthy eating routine along with the exercise and to get the sleep. Those are the 3 factors I think that are essential. But without the exercise, you know, you really, really can't tighten up the muscles, and you also lack the social interactions. Like I said, that is so important.
Absolutely. Understood. Wow, these are great answers. Okay, so final question of the day. Do you feel healthcare providers, particularly primary care physicians, should incorporate exercise in treatment plans for their patients and refer them to credentialed programs and fitness professionals?
Absolutely. I actually feel privileged because our physician is an advocate of exercise, and he says in his patients there's all the difference in the world. They could be the same age and everything, but the people that exercise, he says, you can see it in their complexions, you can see it in their pep and their energy, you can see it in their frame of mind, you know, besides, you know, what their bodies look like, but also the fact that they decrease their medicine intake, sometimes eliminated all their medicines. He's just constantly raving about that and endorsing it with all of his patients. So I definitely recommend that would be an important thing for all physicians to actually advocate for their patients.
Wow, great. That's a great answer. Okay. So that wraps this interview session up. I want to thank you, Sandy, for taking the time out of your day, or your morning after working out, and having a little Q&A with me about what's important to you in your life.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Well, there you have it. I had a lot of fun filming this. It was great being able to talk to some of these residents that are perfect examples of how exercise is medicine and the lifestyle that they live currently, the independence that they still have, and how they're able to carry out anything that they want to do on a daily basis. So with that being said, guys, remember 150 hours minimum of moderate to vigorous exercise throughout the week. All right? Take care. See you soon.